my natives.
Hey, it's no secret. Nobody likes waiting in line. I talked about this project last week. A lot of y'all complained that y'all had to wait. Nobody likes to wait. Let's see if we can bypass that.
You need that Solana wallet.
Welcome back to the third video in one night. Been a long night, but that's just there's just so much going on right now that I have to bring this all to you. I've learned a long time ago that when I have a bunch of updates like this, instead of trying to pack them all into one video, y'all not going to watch it. Y'all don't want to watch it. I don't know how so many people watch my Monday videos now. Those are over an hour. We talk about 12, 13 different projects. So I've tried to break these up tonight into 3 different projects, release them a little bit different times just so that the algorithm doesn't get messed up. I did a Soarchain video earlier, and I've released that one already. Doing very well in Soarchain. You can still get into it. Hey, right now it's making somewhere, depending on how long you leave your phone hooked up to the vehicle, $8, $10, $12 a day, possibly more. The way the token price is going up, not financial advice, but it's doing well. You can buy one of those devices, check out the video or code, but you can ROI on that device in like 8 days. That's crazy right now compared to some of this other stuff. Did a video on Silencio, really begging y'all to help me out with Silencio with a little challenge we have going on. And it's a fun project, and you still have time to get into the airdrop on that. And now we're going to cover up a little update on 375 AI, which I covered 3 days ago. It was very new to me. I'm telling you, a week ago, I didn't know anything about this project. I had 1 or 2 people who emailed me or asked me about it. I thought it was data sharing. I didn't want another data sharing, another grass or honey grain, anything like that. And I'm realizing that that's not what this is at all. Me, who's into RF and that kind of stuff, I am very intrigued with this project. You know, I'm very high on Chirp. It's got an RF and that type of stuff involved in it. And this does also. So I'm very intrigued on this project. So I gotta tell you, in some of the deep in circles that I hang out in, Discord and stuff like that, this project is getting more and more steam behind it, more and more popular, more and more people talking about it. I'm glad I got in when I got in. But one of the real complaints that I saw when I did my video 3 days ago was, if you don't have the right kind of invite code, you have to wait, and you're on a waiting list to get in. Grumpy took care of you. I begged, pleaded, steal, everything else for y'all, and I was able to get a invite code for y'all that gets y'all right in the project. So let's get to it.
Too much information on it, but one of the videos I saw with the guy,
y'all know I talked about this project last week.
It did intrigue me. I'm not gonna
lie, and actually about 3 days ago.
Just because
trying to get it out to y'all, not a lot of information about, but you can just tell sometimes by these projects.
Downloading this app.
You know, and y'all know I'm straight with y'all. Some projects are like, oh, this is just a free project. This project looks like it's got its stuff together. If it can produce half the stuff it's talking about, I think it's going to be very well. Talked about, you know, where they're at right now with the app on your phone to some of this stuff that they're talking about coming soon. I'm interested in all of it, to be honest with you. So a couple of questions that we've answered since then about this project is, you know, what data is it looking for? We knew we downloaded it on the phone. What I like about this is I don't have to mess with it at all. You know, I did a video on Silencio. I like Silencio. It's a great fun project. You still got to do some user input every time you want to take a measurement. Soarchain, I did that video a little while ago also, making some very good returns in Soarchain right now. Depending on how long you leave it connected for, today, as of December 11th, you're making somewhere between $8, $12, $13 a day right now with that. But every time you get in the car, you got to input something. You got to connect it. This one runs in the background of your phone. You just drive around, collect hexes. As you're driving around, it's measuring on the phone app, it's measuring connectivity with cell towers, 4G, 5G, LTE, those things like that, even some Wi-Fi, network speed, connectivity data, that kind of stuff like that. Eventually, the bigger nodes, $30,000, ain't really for Grumpy, that's for sure, unless y'all want to start donating or something. But that larger edge is going to start collecting more vehicle and traffic data. And that's what this company is looking for. They also have, we saw some stuff for the future, a smaller street node that will be like the bigger node, the $30,000 node, but it's going to be on a smaller scale. We also saw the node that will store data form and everything like that. And that's something that we're looking at in the future also. I'm interested in those because those are a little bit better price point that Grumpy can handle. And I'm that positive on this project that I'm willing to make that kind of investment on this project from what I've seen so far in a couple of days I've been there. 3-4 days ago, I talked about how, I was trying to contact some of the admins and stuff like that, haven't really got that much stuff back. Now, connected with one of the marketing guys on Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it, and every time I'm asking him a question, he's right there to help me. So those are some positive things. Some of the things that y'all brought to my attention was, the code I had before was just kind of a invite code to let y'all know how to get to it or whatever it was, and there was a waiting list. Some people, when they go to join, it says you're now on the waiting list. I was able to get a code for y'all that will help y'all bypass that waiting list and get started with this project now. So here's that code right there, TheGrumpyDad. Now, what I will say is there is a beta site, and this code is attached to a beta website link. I will have that full link in the description below. If y'all try to sign up and for some reason this link or this code word doesn't, when I joined, it had a place for the code word because I got a code word from somebody else. Now listen, I am dead honest with y'all on this channel, and I will tell you right now, I don't know if I get any kind of compensation at all for this code. I just want to let y'all know that. They didn't mention that. All I did was I said to these admins that, hey, I watched some other YouTubers. That's how I learned more about it. They had a code also that they gave out to bypass waitlist. I'm requesting the same thing. They asked a little bit of information about my channel. I showed them one of the videos I made, and then they said, here's your code. Whether or not I get compensated, yes, no, I'm not worried about that. I'm trying to get more of y'all in the project. The more people that get into the project and the more that can do it, the better it is. The other thing about this project I've learned is, according to the Discord, when you connect, use an email to get into it, and then you have to attach your Solana wallet. Again, I find Phantom is the easiest for that. You can create new accounts. I see people trying to use all these goofy, there's some wallets I've never heard of before. Those are the same people who are complaining about having issues. You can use Phantom. And if you don't like Phantom, when it starts paying real tokens, you can move those tokens off. But you use Phantom, you get on there, you get that connected. What I'm reading is, if your spouse has a phone, anybody else, you can run multiple phones with the same sign in and the same wallet. Hey, I guess they're not worried about the gaming or anything like that. They want as much coverage as possible. Another thing I don't know about yet is, when I'm riding around, I see hexes that are covered on my map. Right now, in my area, it's only the main interstate. Anything else off the interstate in my town or my whole area down here, 2 parishes, as we call it in South Louisiana, Grumpy's the only one that's covering stuff. And I'm covering. I'm going hunting this weekend in Mississippi. I'm going to run it the whole way, and I'm going to run it through that whole town where my hunting lease is. So we'll see how that works out. This is a quick look at what the testnet website looks like. I never saw this before. This is something new that I just recently saw. I'm not saying it's new. I'm just saying this is something that new for me that I just stumbled across. But you can see what has been mapped. As you can see, there's a lot of hexes that have not been hexed. These are very small res hexes. Even though it looks big right now, when you zoom in, it really shrinks down. As you can see, I believe this is either interstate or highway 190 right up in here. Yeah, it looks like interstate. But so as you can see, these hexes, now you see these hexes are really shrunk down. So And again, it's strictly interstates. This is I-12 if you're familiar with I-12 in sort of part of the United States, but it's when I go up to my hunting lease, as you can see, there's nobody who has. This is Interstate 55, and my hunting lease is up in here. But as you can see, nobody has mapped this interstate at all. So I'm gonna get all that this weekend. And when I take these highways all through here, I'll map it all. So this is something cool. As you can see, we're in Epoch 4. Epoch 4 just started. There is a way for Epoch 3 that you can drop those testnet tokens. I don't know if it's necessary. I'm trying to find out if it's necessary because I really don't want to mess with them if I don't have to. But if you do, you got to go to a Solana faucet on the testnet, DevNet, Phantom wallet, and you have to get Solana faucet or something like that, which is fake Solana, to pull them down. I don't know if that's necessary. I'm trying to find that out. If anybody knows, hey, feel free to leave comments. But basically, that's all it is you're driving around right now with the app. There are some of those nodes that are out there. I don't know how that worked. Um, I did volunteer to, if they would have sent me a $30,000 node to do an unboxing video. I told them I have access to a building. They've seen it in my previous videos. That building is literally on top of Interstate 10, which is in Baton Rouge, capital city of Louisiana, LSU. And then literally probably less than a mile north of that is Interstate 12, which basically anybody going through South United States, going from Texas to Florida or to Alabama, Mississippi, is traveling through I-12. So it'll get some good traffic, if you're interested. I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. But hey, it looks like it's going to be a cool project so far. So far, everything we've seen. It's very new. At least to me, it's very new. It's just starting to get some momentum. I know it's going to be out for a little while as far as testing, because I have, you can kind of see that it's been out for a little bit, but it's really just getting momentum now, and there's more and more people talking about it and getting interested in it. So again, if you want to get into this project, download it on your phone. When you sign up, use the GrumpyDad code, get into that. Or again, the link in the description below. You can just click the link. That should also bring it into you. Also, try them both out. And that's it for now. I'll be giving you updates as this project keeps going on and seeing what's happening with it. Don't forget, on Thursdays, I have my live. We will be talking about this project also. Thursdays, 7 o'clock p.m. We'll be doing lives. There's usually no rhyme or reason of what we talk about. I don't have like agendas or nothing. I just kind of bring up some subjects, and me in the chat, we just talk back and forth. The chat talks back and forth, and I try to keep it in an hour. Next thing you know, it's 2 hours. I'm like, all right, guys, I have to go. So we'll see how that goes. We're getting ready for this bowl cycle. Trying to drop a lot of videos for y'all, and got a lot of stuff going on. So that's it for tonight. See y'all in the next video.